Come on, get it close there. In. Oh, well done.
All right, big. Get in the hole.
Is that a good enough picture of all of them of you? We can do that. Okay.
It is my pleasure to introduce tonight our honored VIP guest, His Excellency the Governor, the Honorable David Byrd, Premier of Bermuda, Zane De Silva, the Minister of Tourism and Transport, Constance Dearman, the U.S. Consul to Bermuda, P.H. Hogan, the tournament representative, Greg Maybury and his fantastic team from Port Royal. Hands up for those guys. And of course, the inaugural champion of the Bermuda Championship, Brendan Todd. And of course, Mr. James Swan, pro here, and of course, one of our honored PGA Tour alumni. To present the trophy.
Eyes right here, guys. Eyes right here, guys. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Thank you everybody for coming out today. Awesome golf tournaments. I just want to say a few words here and thank you all for coming. The fans were spectacular today. I appreciate the support. Helped us play well. Everybody's here recognizing, so thank you very much. And I just want to thank the for having us this week. The whole country of Bermuda. I love this place. It's a very, very beautiful country and a place to come back many more times. I wanted to thank the tournament director, Sean Sobacool, and his staff are doing such a good job. Thank you very much. And then just the whole staff here at Fort Row Golf Course, the maintenance staff, everybody who's worked in the clubhouse, dining, locker room service, bag room, you guys are amazing. Hats off to everybody here, and thank you guys a lot for a great year.
Todd, Brendan, you did it in convincing fashion. What an incredible start today. Birdies on the 80 your first 10 holes for 9 under 62. I know it's been a long road back for you, and obviously it's paying off really well with the result of today. You moved to number 17 in the FedEx Cup standings with the win, and not to mention the other perks that come with it. The Maui January Sony Tournament Champions Players Championship, you beat me to it, and many others. So with that, I'll just turn it over to you on just collecting your win at the inaugural Bermuda Championship.
Yeah, I'm thrilled, over the moon. Like I told the guys earlier, a year ago, I was talking to my manager about potentially opening up another business, and not sure if I was going to keep playing. So to turn around in 1 year and regain status, and then have a big win like this is just a dream come true, and hopefully a springboard to a really long, successful career here.
What is you, I know if I could take you back to 2015 BMW, I read that that's kind of where you kind of pinpointed that to first part of the, what quite how to term it.
The yips.
The yips, okay. If you could just kind of take us back to that, exactly where that was during the third round, I think it was, and then just kind of the Cliff Notes version of the progression.
Okay. Yeah, so fourth hole, maybe it was the third hole. I think it was the third hole, Saturday's round, BMW. I wasn't real happy with how I was hitting it a few weeks earlier, so my teacher, Scott Hamilton, kind of changed my swing and closed my tilt face going back. And I started hitting it really nice. And I got to the BMW there at Conway Farms, and I think I shot 68, 63, 11 under. And I was in the last group with Jason Day and maybe Alex Noren. I can't really remember who the third was, but it was obviously a big moment for me. I had kind of built up to it, was playing well, had a good couple years. And just for one reason or another, I hit this 4-iron, it was the fourth hole. I hit 50 yards right, past the bushes into another set of bushes, and I made a 7. And, just kind of shook me a little bit, and then the shot kind of kept reappearing throughout the fall schedule there. I played Napa and Vegas and a couple of Sea Island. I lost golf balls. I was hitting in hazards and hitting it right. And a lot of it was mental. A lot of it was the fact that I changed my swing. And, I basically battled that scary yip right feeling all of 16. And even if I had a tournament where I didn't hit it, I was so scared of hitting it, I hit it to the left, and I should have fought my way to a 72. And, I missed 1,000 cuts. And then you're trying to find whether it's a new teacher or a new method or whatever it is. And I basically spent 16, 17, 18 doing that. And it really didn't matter who I worked with, because I hadn't taken enough time off, I think, to calm my mind and just get away from it and say, okay, what did I do when I did play good? And for some reason, I just couldn't figure out what it was. So I was fortunate there at the end of 18, when I basically wasn't sure I was going to keep playing. I'd gone to see a new teacher, Bradley Hughes, who played out here and started teaching. My old college teammate told me to read his book or check his website out, so I read his book and booked a lesson. And he kind of freed me up and gave me a couple drills to do. I took 6 weeks off and didn't play golf and just did some drills in my basement. And that really helped me. It just coincided with an old caddy on the Nationwide Tour at the time, Ward Jarvis, called me. He was like, look, man, I think I know what you're going through. I'm a stutterer. I have the same sort of mental breakdown that you have, and he's like, I think there's a way for us to work through it together. So he had me read this book that Rick Ankiel wrote, and Rick Ankiel's kind of famous for being one of the most talented young baseball players. And he was in the major leagues. He was a great pitcher, and he got his first playoff game when he had 6 pass balls past the catcher, the most anybody's ever thrown in one game. And he basically just like fell off the map with pitching and then reinvented himself as an outfielder. So anyways, there's a book about the yips. I read it. It kind of helped. And then I just continued to work with Ward and Brad on my game, and I was fortunate to qualify for the RSM in the fall. Shot a 61 that day to get in, and made the cut, got some momentum going, and then through my technical events out here this year, I was able to qualify for the Corn Ferry Finals. And then when I went there, I had a second place at Scarlet Horse, and got my card back, and here I am now.
Okay. Well, with that, we'll take a few questions.
Can you take us through your first 9 holes and then walking up the 18th? What was going through your mind, your emotions?
Yeah, definitely. Man, it was actually first 11. I think I birdied 9 of the first 11. And, you know, I felt I had probably one of the best range warm-ups I've had in a little while. And I think I told my guy it's the best my swing's felt in 10 years, but in reality, it's probably the best it's felt ever. Because I'm much better ball striker than I was 10 years ago, and in college and all during the times where I was winning tournaments. So, you know, my goal was just to go out there and play my game, play aggressively, and, you know, just fire away, try and birdie every hole. And the first hole, I had a great shot in there at 20 feet and it looked out. I mean, the ball should have looked like it was going to break left in there and didn't go in. And then I just stuck it on the next hole, made a 10-footer on 3, hit 5 iron 2 feet on 4, hit it 3 feet on 5, 6. I think I hit it in there at 8 feet or 10 feet and made it. I hit it on the green 2 on 7, made birdie, hit it 6 iron 10 feet on 8, made birdie, and on 9 I hit an awesome putt from 20 feet and burned the edge. 3 feet on 10, 3 feet on 11. So literally hadn't missed a shot through 11 holes. And I really didn't miss one until, you know, maybe 16 or 17. I mean, I just hit it great today. It was fun.
And coming up that 18?
18, you know, I had a few things on my mind. I mean, with 2 or 3 to play, I was trying to shoot 59. So I had to play a little more conservative on 17 just because there's no reason to give anything back. So I didn't make birdie there. Pretty much knew 59 was out of the window, but I was still playing smart. Laid it back off the tee. And then I missed the green left, and then I'm like, well, I want to shoot a bogey 361 today. So I wanted to get pitched there. So I mean, unfortunately on 18, I was a little, you know, I wasn't maybe as excited as I should have been because I had some other goals in mind. But either way, you know, excited, and you know, I felt like I accomplished a lot this week playing that well and, you know, beating this field, and you know, playing around like that is always pretty special. Kevin.
Hello, Brandon. Congrats, sir.
Thank you.
Absolutely. A year ago, this week you were at second stage and you missed, but you shot a final round 63 and then made the cut in your next start. Was that final round, was there some good that came from that despite missing it?
Absolutely, no doubt. I mean, just the whole week. You know, the thing I always tell people about, the problem for me when I miss cuts out here is I don't get to play 4 rounds. And I built so much confidence from playing on the weekends, and I lose so much confidence by shooting 72s on Thursdays and Fridays that it's just, I'm like bipolar out here. You know, when I make cuts, I go crazy and play great. When I miss cuts, I'm the worst player out here. So, you know, I knew going to second stage, I mean, I'd been there in the last 3 years. So the fortunate thing for me is getting to play 4 rounds. I knew going into it, it's like, all right, you don't have to shoot 63 the first round, but you just got to put yourself in the hunt and then see if you can finish it off. And that week, I played great the last day, and just so happened that it wasn't good enough. You know, but I took a lot of confidence from it, was able to go on Monday and shoot 961 at Brunswick to qualify for the RSM. So I shot back-to-back 9-unders, and I think that was big for me here in that, you know, having a win, having some money in the bank, having the ups and downs I've had, there wasn't a lot of pressure on me here. I mean, nobody's expecting me to win. I'm not expecting to win. I'm just going out, trying to repeat those good feelings I had a year ago in those rounds.
And how does the nerves of second stage compare to the nerves like here down the stretch on Sunday?
Well, for me, you know, being 33 at second stage and having played 7 or 8 Q schools wasn't really a big deal. You know, some people think it's going to get tighter as you go, but fortunately I've won, so I always have something to fall back on. You know what I mean? For guys who don't have anything to fall back on, it's probably just really uncomfortable for them. But I'm more nervous trying to win the PGA Tour than I am at second stage of P school. You know, I wanted winning on tour is, you know, what we all strive to do. And like I said yesterday, I think somebody, I've only had 154 hole league and I converted it. I've never, my problem has always been getting the league, not finishing it off.
And you had one comeback from struggles before about a decade ago when you missed, I think,
Right.
a bunch of cuts. Did that comeback from that help in the second comeback, knowing that you had gone through those type of struggles and got back on top from
It
that?
did, yeah. I mean, definitely, I had some experience with it, and you know, knew that once I kind of get things right, you know, I just have to believe and you know keep going after it.
Hey, Brendan. So how does it feel when you win a tournament, the inaugural event, and you're the first champion ever of it? Does that feel a little extra special for you?
It does, yeah. We came to a golf course that none of us had ever seen, and I was able to go out there and figure it out, you know, and execute the shots and you know play spectacular golf, and you know always be the first Bermuda champion. So I'm excited.